Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Tiny-tastic Talks. So I have been decluttering my room last week and this week. That is why I didn't post last week, because I've been busy with all of this. It's been crazy. I tried to film this video in my room like 3 times now, but the lighting is completely off, and so I came back out here to my dining room. So yeah, I wanted to have a different setting, but anyways, we'll just go with this. Okay, so I still have some things to do. I have 3 drawers to finish decluttering. However, I have my bookcase decluttered. I have drawers all decluttered and things donated. I have my closet decluttered, organized, part of it donated. So the first day of decluttering, we worked about 4 to 5 hours. I was sore. I was happy, though, to be getting rid of things and decluttering. Finally, it's been 3 years that I haven't really touched my room. Even though I've gotten rid of some clothes, I haven't done a major decluttering in 3 years. So this was the time. The second day, we worked about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and by then I had it. My body just totally just said no for me, and we've been talking about pacing ourselves over the last few videos and whatnot, and so just know that, again, if you're someone who suffers with FND, that even if you don't necessarily feel like you're doing a whole lot of physical labor, like I didn't necessarily feel like I was, even though I knew I was exerting myself, you gotta just take inventory of what's going on and checking in with yourself and not letting it get to a point where your symptoms are going to take over and then you're gonna have to take like a 3-hour nap to recoup, kind of thing. This last week and this week have allowed me to think about a lot of different things, just about feeling liberated that I'm actually decluttering, and it came to a point with my room that I felt like I couldn't breathe. And some of my symptoms are actually related to breathing and throat spasms and stuff like that. So interesting, some of the correlation between that. This week I discovered an album from this woman called Emily Haynes. She's the lead singer of Metric, a band here in Canada, but she has her own solo stuff that she comes out with, and she just came out with an album last year that I didn't know about. So I've been listening to that all week. She has a single on there called The Fatal Gift. The line that gets me is that the things you own, they own you. And this idea of buying things and accumulating things, like just to have stuff and that type of thing, or things we think we need but we don't, is an interesting concept, and that's something that she explores in that song. It also reminded me of a book I read a very, very long time ago, Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk. He writes in there, can I even find it?
6 hours later.
He also talks about in there about how the things you own end up owning you, and
it's only after we've lost everything that we're free to do anything.
And so that's kind of been the idea in my mind these last 2 weeks, not in a negative way, obviously, but more in a positive way, in terms of with chronic illness, sometimes we feel like we have lost everything, and we've lost people, we've lost jobs, we've lost passions, we've lost all kinds of stuff. I mean, the list can go on. The important thing to remember is that we have the opportunity to move forward and to move on, and it's just a matter of what are we going to do with that. That will look different for all of us. We are all at different stages with chronic illness. We're all on a spectrum, right? I've mentioned this before, but we have to find some way of moving forward. And I encourage you that if you haven't decluttered your room, whether it's taking a drawer a day or a section of your closet a day for just half an hour or an hour, however much time you can spend and handle without overexerting yourself, just try it and see what you can do. And maybe that will help just move you forward and make you feel like you are being productive and doing something, because in my personal experience, sometimes if you don't feel like you're doing a lot with yourself, you kind of feel like, well, I'm just at home and I don't want to be, and blah, blah, blah. It can get pretty confusing and discouraging. And so this may be the pickup that you need. People talk a lot about how, if you declutter your room, you declutter your life. And one quote that my mom said to me at the end of the first day of decluttering was that in order for me to move ahead, I have had to declutter my life and start over again. And I just think that that's really poignant and true. This is a good way to move forward towards this fall and towards what this fall can bring for all of us. I feel like I've kind of cleaned off the cobwebs, so to speak, of my room and my life in a sense, because I've been able to say goodbye to things that I've owned for like 10 years. I've been able to say goodbye and have fun memories of where I was 10 years ago, where I was 5 years ago, where I am today. Be able to honor those memories and also say, I'm going to put this to rest. And sometimes we just need to do that in order to just move forward. It's not about totally getting rid of absolutely everything you have, but just taking the time to feel like you're being productive, feel like you're moving forward, like you're doing something that will help you in the end. That's that. Again, just to note, I will be interviewing my neurophysiotherapist in 2 weeks. So if you have questions for him relating to FND and neurophysiotherapy, let me know in the comments below. Like this video if it spoke to you, subscribe if you have not yet. And if you haven't seen other videos about me, then I will link some here, or you can just click Tiny-tastic Talks. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell right down there so that you can be notified when I upload every week. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.